What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Back at it again with another one. On today's episode, we have a FRS. Customer had brought me an exhaust that doesn't fit, so we're gonna go ahead and make it fit. The tips are a little banged up too. He bought some new tips, so we're gonna go ahead and weld those on as well. Just want to thank you guys for the 92 subscribers that are currently on the channel right now. That's awesome. I highly appreciate it. Thank you guys for the love. We're gonna see if we can keep it going. Keep making these YouTube videos. It's actually become my favorite pastime now. I guess you'd say. But let me go ahead and show you guys the car. So, digging the wheel and tire setup on this thing, it just sits perfectly. But he's got some aftermarket exhaust on there now. Here, I'll get you guys a closer look. It's a little bit banged up, beat up, so he's gonna change it to what he has here. These tips are a little bit banged up and they're actually loose, but as you can see, this flange comes right out where the rear subframe is, and that's kind of angled that way. So I'm gonna see if I can make it fit today and still have it ready for him by the end of the day today. Also too, got some pretty hefty stuff lined up that's going to be going down. I don't want to mention too much about it because my luck, usually it never happens, but you know, I've been talking to a client recently, and he's got a pretty crazy build that he wants to bring by, so we'll go ahead and make a video on that if it does happen. But let me get started, get everything prepped up, and then cut you guys with me, right? All right, got the current exhaust all unbolted. Now I'm gonna start on this one, get these tips, I don't know if you can see that, but the welder cracked. Get these tips cut off and put these new tips on here that he has, and then bolt this one up to the car and see how much modifications I need to do. Hopefully I could use the existing pipe he has just to get this banged out. So let me get started cutting these tips off, all right? Well, I just got both the tips off, and I don't know if you saw in the video of the sparks were white. They weren't normal like amber orange, and I was trying to figure out why they pop rivet them on, and well, now I found out, because those are titanium tips, and that's kind of why whoever tried to weld this, it failed, because you can't weld titanium to stainless steel, or even use mild steel filler rod, according to that. So looks like these tips will fit right over, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this up and probably cut it down. But this is stainless, that's titanium, so I'll probably clean that up and weld those on once it's on the car and I can get a good fitment. So it's probably what I'm gonna do now is throw it on the car and see where those line up at. Alright, so as you can see, I've got the tips mocked up into location. I taped them so they didn't get scratched. We've got the exhaust system mounted. Now I'm gonna cut cut and mark this one where I think it should be, and then get that situated. I also got a flange on the back side of this, so I have a flange that fits. Now I just need to make sure this pipe will bolt onto it or can weld onto it. So then let me get everything marked up and then make sure everything fits. All right, well, since I was under here, started doing some investigation work, and I noticed, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this section right here is cracked from this section and completely falling apart. So I contacted the customer, asked him if he wanted me to fix it. He said go ahead, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. See, it's very vital that when you take your car to an exhaust shop that they look at everything and try to make sure your exhaust leaves in one piece and not in two. All right, well, let me get back. I've got my piece marked out, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, get it marked up to this flange, and then once everything is cut and measured out, we'll put it on the table and fully weld it. All right, well, the chunkla welder is back. I've had to make some pie cuts right here so I can get this midsection pipe bolted up to this, but we got it all done. I'm probably gonna take everything down now, clean it up, start welding it, and then I'll turn you guys back on when I'm over at the table and everything's cleaned back up, all right? All right, we got the final piece welded. Let me get it out here in the sunlight so you guys can see it. Ooh, that's pretty. Well, let's throw it on the car. The tips are done, and I got the midsection bolted up already. So I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse and put this exhaust on. Well, there you have it. Everything is done. Let's see if I can get a shot of it. All right, well, let's turn it on and hear it. Give me a second. sounded pretty good from inside the car. I'll have to check over the video and see how it sounded outside the car, even though, you know, GoPros really don't do them justice. But it looks like we finished up just in time. Looks like it's about to rain, so I'm happy. I'm about to call this customer, have him come pick it up. Man, it's been hot today. Want to appreciate y'all for watching it. Go ahead and give me a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.